Hey guys, let's talk. So listen, I've been sitting here for about an hour, um, trying to figure out how to start this video, starting it, stopping it, restarting it, stopping it again, restarting it again, stopping it again, restarting it again, because it's difficult to get my thoughts together about how I want this video to go. Now, I know that based on the title and what I've just said, some of you may be panicking, maybe hovering the mouse over the unsub button, and I want you to hold on just for a second and hear me out. Those of you that only watch this channel for Elite videos, don't panic. All right, Elite videos are not going to go anywhere. I'm still going to be making Elite videos, but we have to talk about a few things. The first is, I'm sure you've noticed that within the last week or 2 weeks, there haven't been as many videos as there used to be. There's a very simple reason for that, but explaining it is not that simple. So I'm going to get right to it, because in the previous takes of this video, I've been way too long-winded about it. And I'm just gonna go right in and talk about it. Elite videos aren't getting nearly as many views as they used to. A fraction of the views. And this can only lead me to believe that people aren't enjoying this content anymore. Now, I'm sure that some of you are going to say, you know, hey, I absolutely love your Elite content. And as I guess conceited as that may sound when I say it, I know that there's at least one or two of you that think that way. And that's cool. I absolutely appreciate the shit out of you for that. But I'm basing this off of just my analytics. Now, in the heyday of this series, in the peak, I'm going to call it, I was experiencing all kinds of crazy growth on the channel for a small channel. Don't get me wrong. What's growth to a big channel may seem like nothing. Or what's growth on this channel may seem like nothing to a big channel. You know what I'm trying to say. But for a small channel, you guys have been very good to me. Extremely good to me. Now, I know if you have been with this series since the beginning, or at least around the time of my first exploration voyage to the core and back, you may remember an episode where I talked about battling and suffering through depression. Now, I don't want to alarm you, but that kind of thing comes and goes. It's like an ebb and flow. And right now, it seems to kind of be rearing its ugly head. The last few days, possibly even the last week, on my days off that I usually try and get a decent amount of recording done, I've been waking up way too late, like sleeping way too much. Sometimes waking up at 3 or 4 in the afternoon with absolutely no motivation whatsoever to make anything. Now, I know some of you are going to say, but RC, you've been putting out ARC videos every day, and that's because it's something new. And especially those who've been watching this series, anytime I get into something new, I make a bunch of videos for it, and other stuff suffers for a while. And that's kind of what happened with ARC. So even though I haven't really had a whole lot of motivation, those have been coming out just because I've just got back into it, and that's kind of what's going on. But at the peak of this series, going back to the growth thing, it was very good. It was very motivating. It was, watching the numbers, the analytics. For those of you that don't have a YouTube channel, it may not understand this, but those of you that do know that analytics are very important. You have to look at your growth and where the growth is in the areas. You have to look at what people are enjoying and what people aren't. So if we look back through a lot of my old Elite videos, sometimes even all the way up to, a week ago or 2 weeks ago, these videos used to get a lot of views. And that motivated me to keep making more. You know what I mean? Now, so this isn't entirely a point of not having motivation. It's mostly a numbers thing. These last few videos have gotten a fraction, sometimes a fifth, sometimes a tenth of the views that they used to get. And that can only mean one thing to me, and that's that a majority of the people that used to watch these videos don't find them entertaining anymore. And that absolutely kills motivation. I know that some of you are going to say that you're still entertained and you still want me to make videos, and, that's great, and I absolutely appreciate you guys. But at the end of the day, making videos, while it's something that I absolutely love to do because I love the interaction that I get with you guys, and I just like to be creative and share things. At the end of the day, it means that the effort is kind of wasted, if you know what I mean. Now, I have a whole bunch of different theories as to why this is happening on the Elite videos. And my most prevalent theory is that I am once again out exploring and the videos aren't showing off like Elite gameplay, and commentary is not about Elite. Now, this is exactly the same thing that happened the first time, but the first time I guess it was new. You know what I mean? And I'm kind of feeling like going out exploring this time might have been a bad idea. Because whereas when I wasn't doing this, I was getting sometimes 300, sometimes 350, 380 views, or not views, subscribers a month, and the channel was growing. And now it's stagnating and it's plateaued, and it's just sometimes when I check, I've actually lost subscribers, and I check it a lot. I have my channel page open at all times, and I refresh it every once in a while just to see how the views and the subscribers and the analytics are going. And lately, there's been a lot of times where I check it and the number is dropping, which means I'm losing subs. And the only thing that I can think of is that they just aren't enjoying the content anymore. So that means that I need to do something different to not only retain you guys, keep you guys around, but also get more. Because as I've said in previous videos, this channel is the most important thing to me right now. Like, I'm putting all of my time and effort into growing this channel because, like I've said before, it's the dream. The dream of doing what I love for a living. Well, it seems like that is kind of getting further and further away, whereas before it looked like I was striding confidently toward it. Now it seems like I'm hesitating, or it is moving further away from me. Now that may seem all dramatic and weird, but it's an apt, metaphor, I guess, for it. So, let's take a look at some of the things here. So, if you look at my videos, I don't know, a week, 2 weeks ago, you can, just a couple weeks ago, you can see that, 709 views. Going a little bit further back than that, there's let's see, 200, 230. I mean, there's, 346, the views on these videos, 589. The views on these videos were great, sometimes in the thousands. And if you look at the most recent videos, I guess they're not too much lower, but I mean, there's 133, 123, 135. It may seem like not that much of a change to you guys, but when you're constantly looking at these analytics to see, what you can do better or what you're doing wrong, it's like a glaring thing, like just right in your face. If we take a look at the channel views as a whole, I mean, just from last month, I'm down 12,000 views. 12,000 views. I'm down for video likes, 50%. 50% of the video likes that I got last month. Minus 86% of comments that I got last month. Like I'm doing something wrong, guys. And that all comes back around to the motivation thing. It's hard to be motivated when it seems like it's going backward. You know what I mean? And I got to figure out what I'm doing wrong. And like I said, I think one of the parts that is the problem is what I'm actually doing in game. I don't think that it is interesting enough for people to want to watch. So here's what's going to happen. I am going to stop making videos for Elite until I get back to the bubble. Now, I don't know how long that's going to be because I do have a lot of other things that I'm trying to do, but I'm going to make a conscious effort to just go. I need to get back to the bubble so I can start making fun videos again. Also, I don't know if I've talked about this already because, like I said, I've started and stopped this video so many times that it's gotten to the point where I don't know what I'm leaving in and what I'm leaving out. My last few videos, like maybe this entire month of videos, I'm not happy with. And I don't know if you guys have enjoyed them. I'm just, like I said, basing it on the analytics here. It seems like maybe you haven't. And I think that's because lately I just hit record, talk, stop recording, and upload that. Lately, or recently, in my ARC series, I made a video that I had an absolute blast editing and making itself. And it got me thinking that maybe straight up Let's Plays might not be how I'm going to be able to grow this channel. See, the problem is YouTube is weird right now, okay? And we talked about this in the last podcast, and I've talked about this in previous videos. It seems like YouTube has gone in a weird direction for what people want. And I am not prepared to go in that direction. And that is the drama commentaries and roasting each other and all that stuff. And if that's the only way the channel's going to grow, then I'm screwed because I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? It's either that or Minecraft Let's Plays, and I don't want to make Minecraft Let's Plays. Come on. I don't even like Minecraft. But it's just, it's hard. Like, those of you that watch this channel that also have YouTube channels, you probably understand that YouTube is it's difficult to get noticed. You know? Now, I always said that I didn't want this channel to be locked into one or two games. Like, I want to play what I want to play. Unfortunately, that's not going to work. And it bums me out. And it ruins motivation to make anything. And I've noticed this, and I'm not calling you guys out. You guys this is all me. But I've noticed this, and when I try to make something else. My Deus Ex videos, 20 views if I was lucky, you know? The Dark Souls stuff, 20 views if I was lucky on that. Subnautica did really well. Duskers did really well, but Duskers is a majority of the Duskers people like came or found me through Duskers. Like there's very little cross-pollination with the views here, and that's totally cool. But You guys have probably noticed that there hasn't been a lot of Duskers videos. There hasn't been any Darkest Dungeon videos. And that's just, it all comes down to motivation. And I get, comments on other videos, like on the Elite videos and the Arc videos. When are you going to do Dusker stuff? When are you going to do Darkest Dungeon stuff again? When are you, Ashpoker's been sending me all kinds of links and information about Subnautica, and I really want to do that stuff, but the motivation just isn't there. And I'm trying, but I gotta fix something, guys. I've talked about this before, but I'm absolutely terrible at marketing this channel. And the biggest reason is because I'm not exactly entirely happy with a lot of the videos that I make. Like, I upload them because I know that you guys are into most of them, like the Elite stuff. But I'm not going to advertise my Elite series when I'm just out here exploring and talking about random shit. Like, it's not Elite content. Even though the game in the background is Elite, it's not Elite content. And I'm not going to go on like the Elite subreddit or, Elite forums and things and say, hey, come watch these videos. And then they get there and I'm talking about YouTube drama, But then on the other side of the coin, when I am making Elite videos, I myself, and I guess it's just an artist thing, a lot of the sayings go, or people will say most artists don't like their own stuff, like a painter may not think that the painting he has made is a masterpiece, but billions of other people do. Or like a musician will make an album and then not think that it's his best work, and the sales charts prove him wrong, that kind of thing, and I'm not conceited enough to say that that's what's going on with me, but I don't necessarily feel like a lot of my content is good enough to promote. And that may just be because, the whole depression and anxiety thing. I don't know. I'm a shy guy, Doing the whole YouTube Let's Play thing has really helped in that regard. Like, if you look at my older videos, way before Elite and even before Arc, you'll see that a lot of my videos are quiet, or I'm concentrating more on the game than talking, and there's a lot of downtime, and I can completely understand why I didn't get views back then. But now I feel like I've been making the same Elite content that I made when I first started, when everybody was into it, but nobody's really into it anymore. And as much as I would love to keep making daily videos, the motivation is just not there, because it doesn't seem like the attention is there. You know what I mean? And I want to point out, because a lot of you are probably mad right now because it sounds like I'm just whining. And I guess I kind of am. Let's be honest. But it's something that I need to say, So, getting back to the point. The Elite videos, I'm taking a break. I'm taking a break until I get back to, I guess, the bubble, so that I can put more time and effort into these videos. And if I do release a video, or if I do release Elite videos, they're not going to be daily, even when I get back to the bubble, because I want to spend time on them. And I know I said that the first time when I was thousands of light years from the bubble and just on my way back, and talking about how great it's going to be when I get back, because I'm going to make cool videos. And they weren't going to be daily because I was going to spend time on them. And then I ended up making them daily again. And I feel like that's the thing. Okay, let's talk about that for a second. That's the thing. There's a lot of, when I decide that I'm going to make daily videos, there's a lot of pressure. You know what I mean? Like, I'll be like, oh no, I don't have a video for tomorrow, so I need to get on and make a video. And then I get on and I hastily record something, and I hastily edit it and put it up there. And while you guys seem to be okay with that, I'm not really, you know what I mean? Because when I'm on a deadline like that, well, it's not necessarily when I'm on a deadline. Like if I say, look, there's going to be a video next Thursday. It's Friday for you guys, but it's Thursday for me at the moment. If I say I'm going to make a video next Thursday, then I have a week to, make that video. So that it's not necessarily the deadline. It's the close deadlines. It's the daily deadlines. When I need to make a video for tomorrow and it's 1 a.m, you can guarantee that that video is going to have minimal editing and the content is just going to be something that I can put up there. And I don't want to do that anymore. And I've talked about this before. There was a video that I put out called Quality of Content way back in the day. And that's another example of a video that got a lot of views. But this time I mean it. I'm dead serious. I'm going to start making these videos more entertaining, which means that they will not be daily. Now, I'd like to set a schedule like maybe every other day or 3 times a week or something like that, but I can't do that and still put all of the time and effort into the videos that I want to do. So it's going to be open-ended. The series is not ending. Although, speaking of the series ending, when I get back to the bubble and I start making them, the series is restarting. We're going to call this season 2. I know that I joked around about seeing how high I could get the number on the episodes. But this is the last video in this numbered series. I'm going to be starting a season 2 of sorts when I get back to the bubble, starting back at 1, or maybe even not even numbered. They'll go into a new playlist, which I guess I'll have to add some links into the old playlist so that you can find it for those that find those old videos. I might not even number them. Might, just put videos out. So that's what's going on, guys. I wanted to let you guys know what the hell is going on, because it seems like me going dark kind of is hurting the channel. This channel is my baby. I spend all of my free time on this. I work, sleep, shit, and record. You know what I mean? So the fact that there hasn't been as many videos as there should have been when I call it a daily series means that there's something wrong. So listen, if you had that mouse over that unsub button, or you have already unsubbed and you're just checking back because this came up in your feed or something, I'd like you back. The Elite's not going anywhere, guys. Anyway, thanks for listening.